Yeah, my nickname is Caineth. I'm from the Aion Sweden community, and I'm working with information, posting news, and translating articles from the official website.
I am Klingsan, and I work with video encoding and editing. So yeah, that's my spot.
And I'm an Ocean Gypsy from AionWelten, and I got the possibility to ask these two a little bit about Aion because they write on the source. Let's start with a question about the Spirit Master's companions. They are usually ground to the bound. They have legs and they walk. Are they able to aid the Spirit Master in aerial combat, or are they unable to fly?
Well, since we didn't have the opportunity to test the Abyss, I actually don't know if they can fly. What we saw right now was that the companions were at the ground. Perhaps they will introduce flying companions later, or skills for them to fly later on. But I think they also have other skills to compensate in flying aerial combat. So, no, right now we haven't seen any flying companions, so no.
Okay, thanks. Next question is about the interface. Is it possible to change it, like moving bars from upper left to the lower right, or is it impossible? Is it a fixed interface?
I've tried it, and I think you can move around pretty much all of the interface. So you can put it where you want, just to get it how you like it, and yeah.
Yeah, we don't know if we can modify the colors and stuff yet, but yeah, you can move around all the windows. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Now we want to know a little bit about the drop system. If there drops an item on the ground, is it reserved for a special player, or is anybody able to get it if he wants?
But it's pretty much like the systems in a lot of other MMORPGs. You can change between the leader taking all the drops and then distributing them among the members. You can have a random system, so you have a lot of different options to choose from.
Okay, the next is bound items. Are they bound on pickup? So the person who picks it up is the only person able to use it, or are they bound on equip?
The items you will be able to trade them, and we can customize the weapon. And I don't think there's any restriction. There could be a bind on equip when you finally decide to equip the item, but there will be no. I don't know any of being a bind on pickup.
Okay, we all know the artifacts in the Abyss. They are creating a huge explosion at a great area. Is it possible to aim them at a specific location, or are they aimed always on the same location?
Right now there are specific locations bound to the different castles that are scattered around the Abyss. Right now we don't know anything about if they are movable or not, but as we were interviewing AoS earlier today and actually asked about the artifacts and how they work, and according to him there were locations, just specific locations, so that might change later on, but not right now, no.
Okay, now something that will be interesting for the role players. Will it possible to marry someone in the game, or will it not be possible?
I think you're probably referring to Lineage 2, where you had that opportunity, but I don't think that will apply to Aion. I haven't seen any of it. I asked about that, with items, just for the look of it, and there will be no such items, so I doubt there will be any unnecessary things like marriage.
They have been saying a lot of times that they are focusing a lot upon the role players, and Aion is really a story specific game, so they have a lot of social items, but we have no answer for the marriage question now.
The inventory, is it quickly crammed with useless items, or do you have enough space to store items you want to use later, or store for something you might engage later?
Well, you have all the mobs drop specific items for that are appropriate for the type of animal. So yeah, you'll get a lot of grey items that you can sell in the shops, and yeah, it fills up pretty fast. So perhaps they will have bags and stuff to add later on. But as we saw in the beta right now, yeah, you have one bag. It's quite big though, so, but yeah, it's a lot of items that they have to sell in the shop. So yeah.
Okay, you have a regeneration of health points and mana points, but how fast is this regeneration? Do you have to stay sometimes in front of a mob but not engaging him to regain full power, or are these breaks really short?
Well, I've been focusing a lot on the Sorcerer. It's one of the classes that interests me the most. And the Sorcerer class, yeah, the mana empties quite fast. So yeah, you have to take some pauses now and then. You have an ability that's called mana resting, I think it was called, yeah, that slowly generates your mana a little bit faster than if you just stand and rest. And you have a lot of potions. The duration of the mana potions are very short, so you use them quite a lot. To generate mana, but yeah, you have to take some pauses now and then in the adventure to generate.
Do you know if there are gameplay specific differences between small and large characters, or male and female characters?
As far as I know, there are no difference in attributes between females and males, and all the choices you do during character creations as far as face and body goes, no, it's just cosmetic.
Okay, do you know for finding a specific quest giver or location, that's sometimes really difficult? Is there a good map showing each location quite good, or is it hard to find?
Yeah, about that, they added so that you can always be able to track the quest and the NPCs that you go to. And I think this is called dictionary or whatever, it's something named that. They will be able to track, NPC or items or places to hunt. Not exactly, but in a specific area.
How many people can be in a group together? Where's the maximum?
The amount of people in party is at 6 right now, but there's also a thing called alliance or raid party or raid force, and that is of 4 parties, which 6 person each.
What are you doing to cooperate with NCSoft to make their task easier?
Well, since we started the Swedish fan site for the game for over a year ago, and since we have AoS that is from Sweden and talks Swedish, we try to communicate a lot with him and try to spread the word about Aion in the forums, and we do competitions and stuff to help spread the word. We have one of the largest LAN events in Sweden called the DreamHack, which a lot of gamers, many thousand, 14,000 gamers gather together, and that's a really good opportunity for us to spread out the posters from Aion and just talk with a lot of people and try to generate some hype. That's what we're trying to do.
Finally, I would like to know what you think after these few days of games convention about Aion. How is your impression of Aion at this date?
Aion is really polished right now. Sure, we only tried the levels from 10 to 12 and 14, but yeah, right now it plays really like a finished game. You don't see a lot of missing icons and stuff, and the mobs behave really well, and so it will be interesting to test the Abyss later on, but right now it really feels like a polished game, and I think it's a really good product and stuff to have on their hands.
When we talked about the mobs, are they intelligent and try to use efficient tactics against you?
Well, we knew that they have specific spawn points, and for example, one of the villages that we were able to play during the beta now, you had this race called the Mao that continuously attacked the outpost and really behaved like a group. They came in different amounts of enemies, and sometimes they were able to attack from different positions. And also when you fight the mob, if you fight humanoid enemies, they will call for help from enemies nearby and stuff like that. So they can also run away when they get really wounded and stuff. So yeah, nothing revolutionary, but I think they behave pretty well for an MMORPG.
Okay, thanks. This was Ocean Gypsy with two Swedish Aion community members from the NC Surf Community Party in the Nachtcafé in Leipzig.